Who you represent?
1 + 1 = 2. Simple arithmetics. The first thing my older sister taught me about mathematics. How safe is safe sex from the judgment of God. Everywhere I go, everywhere I have been, be it Francistown, Pretoria, Dola, Mafikeng, Mazabuka, and Lusaka, I see billboards and posters of models and actors who are posing with condoms and white smiles on their faces and a message written in bold italics. Safe sex. How safe is safe sex from the judgment of God? Our sensitization on condomization has obliterated our Christian values, and people with presentation on condomization have become models of admiration. And people like me who come out in the open and talk about abstinence and upholding our Christian standard values of keeping ourselves pure until marriage are looked upon as people who are left back in the days where there was no modernization. The distribution of condoms in high schools, universities, and prisons has become an obligation, but really, how many legally married couples are there in high schools, universities, and prisons, if there are any? No, man, no. Don't get me twisted, don't get me wrong. I'm not an enemy of progress, but I am a Christian. I want to preach and teach the gospel, not any modern fabrication, which is the true invasion full of justification. I want to preach and teach the gospel of Christ's crucifixion. I want to preach and teach the gospel of Christ's baptism through water immersion. I don't want to change or rearrange. I want to use range. There is nothing to change. The gospel is written. 1 Corinthians 6:18, the Bible says, flee from sexual immorality, as every sin that a man commits is outside his own body, but he who commits sexual immorality sins against his own body. How safe is safe sex from the judgment of God? Romans 6:23, the Bible says, the wages of sin is death. How safe is safe sex from the judgment of God?